Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com. And today the question is the orthodontic profession going extinct? And to answer that question, I think partially would be my answer. And that's part of the reason I stepped away from clinical, because in the areas I wanted to work, it was already so saturated. When I first got out 20 years ago, if you listen to some of my previous podcasts where I talk about that, it was amazing. People were begging you to come work at their practice. The money was amazing. The job security was amazing. It was very, very easy in a lot of states and a lot of cities to just hang your shingle and people will come. General dentists will directly refer to you because they didn't know how to do it. They didn't want to do it. But now that the technology has gotten significantly easier, almost every general dentist is doing some type of ortho. Certainly every general dentist under age 40, certainly all the new grads are doing at least Invisalign, if not something else. Some of them are doing brackets and wires, phase 1 interceptive. So they're only sending the very, very most difficult patients over to ortho, moderate to difficult. And, insurance is reimbursing less. The prices have gone down. I used to charge $7,000 almost 15 years ago. That was standard, $6,000 to $7,000. Now I'd say $5,000 to $6,000 is standard, relative to inflation. The rules and regulations in most states have gotten more stringent in terms of what teams and staff can do. You have to have more licensure requirements, more training. So prices have gone up in terms of salaries. It's just a lose-lose, to be honest. So, I was like, hey, I'll step away. I'll do something else. I love the profession. I think it's absolutely fascinating. But right now, where I want to be, it's too much struggle. It's not worth it. So, that's kind of my opinion. And now easy cases can easily be treated with AI. Look at SmileDirectClub, look at what was Candid Pro, look at Bite. I know that some of you think their outcomes aren't good, but a lot of their outcomes are quite good, to be quite honest. It's really easy to find the ones that aren't, but it's quite impressive when you see the ones that are. And to be honest, if I pull up most orthodontists and look at some of their failures too, y'all are only seeing the failures of these direct-to-consumer companies. You're really not seeing some of the successes, and some of them are just as good or better than any orthodontist could do because it's done with a computer for the most part. So, I think that's more and more what's going to go on. It will not completely go extinct, but I think it's going to be way oversaturated. And certainly I think 20 years ago, it was the hardest specialty to get into, and now it's not the hardest specialty to get into. It's somewhere in the middle. It does not have the elite or the status that it once had. Yeah, I know, bummer, hard to predict, right? It's almost like optometrists too. That's partially going extinct as well. So, that's how life goes. You try to guess what the best profession is, and then you move away from it. I still think there's so much more innovation that can be done, and so much more education that can be done for the general and pediatric dentists that are dipping their toes into it. And I think that part is really where the opportunities are. That's why I chose to go into this space, because whenever a company or a corporation that owns a certain product tries to put on classes, it's always biased, and it's not good education. It's education for the benefit of that company. It's not taught the way you learn in a residency. And I try to teach my doctors the way you learn in an orthodontic residency. You learn by doing. You get a case, you diagnose it, you learn how to treat and implant it and the why behind it, and then you move on to the next case. That's how you learn to do things in orthodontic residency. And honestly, repetition is the only way you're going to learn to do things right. There's no way you can learn orthodontics in just a weekend course or a year-long course or anything like that, sitting down. You have to do. So that's all I had to say. All right. So, rest assured, there's still opportunities. Thank you.